So now we're into the second half of the piece, and Bach goes through his usual sort of harmonics journey, which is he's going to go from the dominant, he's going to hint at the tonic, because that's where we're actually heading, but then he's going to go via the subdominant. And if you like, it's like a journey. He's gone somewhere, in this case we call it the dominant, and then he's going to go back home, but he's going to take a slightly circuitous route back home, and he's going to get lost. And the subdominant very often represents intense drama. So basically the violin's tuned in fifths, and in this case the piece is in D minor. So we've gone to the A, which is the dominant, and we're asking ourselves, well, how does the A dominate the D minor from above? And then we go to the G minor, so how does the G dominate from below? This sense of harmonic journey is very important, because it's the harmony that gives meaning to the words that we're saying in our melody. So I often hear this piece played and it's like somebody's playing a melody. No, it's not about the melody. The melody only has a meaning through what the harmony is telling it. So the harmony is everything in Baroque music. They would have understood the harmonic journeys, they would have understood all of these things far more readily than we do. So we're in the world of the dominant, and we start with our E. Same thing, I want the resonance of that open E, so whatever fingering you use, you want to hear the open E resonating with it. D minor, but weak cadence. So that's a weak cadence in the same way that the previous was a cadence, the F, D. So D minor. But the main notes are not, it's not, the first beat of the bar isn't a D, so it's a weakened cadence. And then there's a big gap between the D to an F. I always think of these big gaps as almost being like in a dance where you lift your partner and they're weightless for that moment as they're in the air, and then you bring them down carefully. So the same thing here, take your time and play that F with real care. So we've got the cadence. So we've arrived at bar 20. If you look at the original manuscript, the original manuscript has the F sharp as being on its own, then the slur, and I would go with that. I know that in the Baronreiter that I use, it's actually gone, I don't think that's correct. So I think this goes to there, the cadence there, then we have a sequence. And we've arrived at the subdominant at that point. And you'll see that the material that he's using is already been heard before, but it's in different keys, different context, and that's like looking at something from a different perspective. It's a little bit like a cubist painting. You're seeing things from different perspectives.